Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another video. I am on the test server today. I will be showcasing some of the relics that we have available, going through all the relics that we have actually available on the test server. We have everything unlocked. We can max all of them out and see their true potential, the maxed out potential. This relic thing is going to be the new big thing with the new power creep. We have empowerments, we have blessings. We now have the relics. It just makes your champions stronger and stronger. And the way that you get the relics, primarily from what we know, is the Chimera. We don't know if they're going to add any other way in the future. But it's quite insane in order to get them to plus 18 6-star. It's going to take quite some time. I have it maxed out, not because of effort, because they've given us all the material to do that. So don't think about that this is easy, guys, to do it. I've put it also on my Rotos, who's my strongest champion. The Stormcaller relic, which is the one I think is the strongest one. Maybe there's stronger ones. I haven't tested them all, obviously. This one has a 20% chance of placing the Stormcall buff on themselves whenever they land a critical hit. These chances, by the way, they go up with the levels of your relic. So the higher the level your relic, the higher the chance is of whatever they're going to do. So the Stormcall buff, guys, is basically a buff that allows you to do more damage for the number of stacks that you have on you. Plus, when you have the five stacks of the Stormcall, as you see here, you can actually do a guaranteed stun on the enemy. So this is huge for PvP. And actually, I don't know how this works as an AoE attack, but it's so good. It's so good. The Stormcall stack increases the damage dealt by 5%. So 5 times 5, 25% extra damage is huge. The stun I can't forget, honestly, but the 25% more damage is just insane to consider. We also have Fervor buff, which is a guaranteed 10%. That is a little bit different. Fervor is available through the Hallowed Hilt item right here. So whenever the wearer heals an ally with the inactive skill, has a 25% chance to place the Fervor buff on the ally. So this one is more for your supports, because they won't be healing themselves and give this one. It's not a unique buff from what I'm understanding. So this is a support item, support relic, but it adds on top of that a 10% damage boost to your champion, which is quite good. Quite good. So imagine Fervor plus this one. Again, I believe this one, when fully stacked out, 15, 20, 25%. No, it's just 50%. 50% chance, total chance to get this upgraded, unfortunately. Unless upgrades here get this chance higher, which I don't think they do. So you see I have all of this material. I'm guessing this material will be sold through packs, honestly, from what it looks like. Yeah, it doesn't change. It doesn't change the levels, but let me see. Is there even a way? Yeah, there's a way to upgrade these, which is basically using relics that you don't want, but nobody really is going to be wasting the relics at the start, are they? So these materials, I'm guessing you can either win them through Chimera and or this Basalt upgrades, rank 4 Basalt. It reminds me of chickens we have in Raid. So you upgrade these items and these basically make you stronger and stronger. So we'll go through the relics in just a bit. I just wanted to see the Stormcaller here. And also, let's just give this. I mean, she doesn't really heal, does she, Sifi? I'll still give this item to her. I'll still give this item to her and see. By the way, not only the relics have that power on Rotos, which I have this Stormcaller, there's these socketed gemstones, which are quite insane. So after killing an enemy, the wearer's next attack will ignore 12% of the target's defense. Like this one, the wearer deals 5% more damage to targets under shields. This one, every time the wearer kills an enemy, increases their damage dealt by 10%, stacks up to 30%. This is stronger than, you know, sets we currently have in the game. One gemstone, but it's a mythical gemstone. So, whew. The wearer deals 5% more damage against enemies with full health. So this is more for PvP stuff. The complexity that now Raid has reached because of all these items and the power creep is unreal, in terms of when you first start out the game day one and you reach a point where, oh, relics, what do I do with relics? It's quite insane, quite insane. There's let's just go in there. Let's just go in there with nothing, just Sifi and Rotos and see what they do. No increased attack, no defense down weaken. We want to see this just slowly stacking up. So I don't think it's going to be so good on us to... can I even kill them with this? No. So here I should heal a little bit. There's no buff. Oh, I need it to basically heal for me to, I guess, to get the buff. So I need somebody to attack me. There's a third attack, 286,000. And then this is the final one. This should actually stun them, right? Oh, no. Now I stun them. I have the 5 stacks. Let's see. There it is. There's the guaranteed stun. I'm still getting turns. Because of the 9-piece Merciless that I have, it's huge. It's huge. I don't see the buff. Yeah. You need to be actually healed to get that fervor. So it's only going to be good if you're actually losing health. If you're doing like a block damage comp, from what I'm seeing right now, you won't be able to take benefit, right? Because you won't be losing health. So fervor is good, but if you're doing some kind of team for dungeons where you don't take hits, it's not going to be helpful. So, and I'm guessing with all of this, we'll probably have dungeons hard mode 25, because all this power somehow has to be, you know, blocked by content, and you know, you wanted to get more and more of everything, really. So I want now the dragon to hit me. I want to see that fervor on me. I'm just waiting on the dragon to hit me. Oh, come on. Okay, we got hit a little bit. So now we heal. But we healed ourselves first. So it's like targeted. Oh, that sucks so much. So it's like a targeted buff. It doesn't work with AoE heal, so that kind of sucks. So this relic kind of sucks. On the ally, it's also a 50% chance, so it might have just didn't proc, you know, on Rotos. But it did on Sifi, and we got the buff, but that is useless on her. So you've seen the Stormcaller, guys, the mythical relic. It's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hard to get them. If I just try and fuse a little bit right here, forge a little bit of the relics. Let's see on how long it takes me. Can I even get? What are the group chances? Oh, there's the standard and the Chimera one. The 50-50 on which one I'll get. And that, like the Chimera one's chance to craft is 50%. But to get the mythical, the Volcardiac Heart. So this one gives a magma shield for 2 turns at the start of the battle. The magma shield buff on the wearer for 2 turns whenever they lose 25% of their health in a single hit. So what does the magma shield do? Can I even find that buff? Because I didn't notice it here on the buff list. Eternal Rage. Because these are all the usual buffs we have. The standard ones. No new ones. Vengeance, Serpent's Will, Taunt, Eclipse, Intercept. No, it doesn't say anything about the Magma Shield. Okay. Anyway, we'll have a look at the remaining relics in just a bit. I want to see on how long it's going to take me. What if I place just legendary ones? 0.5% chance to get a mythic with just legendary ones. Just one of these or 2 of these boosted to 8.3%. 3 of these 13.5 and 4 of these 20%. I think we'll just have to just shut up and hold all of these forever until we get them. So you get a 3-star legendary here. You keep or you sell it. So now I have like a 4% chance. That is quite low. 4% chance. But using 100 of these to have a 20% chance seems insane. Seems insane to me. Like, you saw how many I crafted. And the Chimera, how much does it drop? Haven't checked. But it drops 5 to 7 legendary ones. And then you get some gemstones if you can get the highest amount of rewards here. So wait, is it just through the trials that I'll be able to get anything? Just through the trials? Yeah, just through the mythical trials. Look at this. So you have to do the hard mode to get the mythic version of these materials. And you get what? How many do you get? 8. And another 8, 16. 20 of them, 25. 25 for every time you complete the whole trials that give you mythicals. This will be insanity to get them, guys. The relics, can't say I'm look, I'm excited about this. I just can't say that it's gonna be easy. No chance. It's good that it's not easy as long as there's no introduction of a method that people can just buy them. So the wearer has a 25% chance to reflect, stun, sleep, fear, true fear, debuffs back to the attacker, back to the producer. That is nice. But what if I max it out? What if I max this one out? Does it go all the way? No, it only goes to 50% chance to reflect that. That's okay. It's not that bad. So aspect of Surth, when wearer receives fatal damage, reduces it by 50% chance of their turn meter, by 50% of the turn meter, and then fully reduces the turn meter. So you lose your turn if you get hit. So if you're at 100% turn meter almost, then the enemies go, you won't die because they're going to reduce that damage by 50%. Unless they do like 400,000 crit. It reduces it by 50%. So that's 200,000. You're still going to die. Isn't how this is going to work? In my head, that's how it works. Oh, and there's the damage reduction boosts up with the level. So, okay. So you get this to 100%. Then we have the Wand of Submission, 25% chance to reflect stun, sleep, fear, true fear, all of that. And sheep debuffs back to the producer. That's nice, reflecting sheep. And this is an HP, speed, accuracy, more a support relic. I'm okay with it. Then the wearer reduces the chance of debuff application, buff removal, or steal effects, turn meter reduction effects, and increase skill cooldown effects by 10%. So this is, again, to control all of those supports. Basically PvP ones. The wearer's next attack after killing an enemy deals 20% more damage. This is great. But I hope this worked in stuff like the Hydra. When killing heads in the Hydra, this would be insanely nice. Just adding to your ability to do more damage. But this works very well also for, can imagine, dungeon pushing. The wearer is instantly healed by 10% where their HP drops below 50%. Okay, yeah, that's a good way to heal back up. So wearer's turn meter increased by 10% whenever one of the allies dies. This is good for supports trying to get back and do their revive. It's going to be great for your Sifi, your Duchess, and so on. Any support that you have that has a revive, that's going to be great. The wearer's defense increased by 1% each time they receive damage, that's up to 10%. This is nice. Not so much for defense damage dealers. It's basically a defensive one. Damage dealers, yeah, they'll get 10% more defense, but they lose out on stats here. So it doesn't look like a damaging relic to me. So the wearer has a 10% chance to steal one random buff when attacking the target. This effect cannot be resisted. Occurs once per skill. 10% chance to steal one random buff. Effect cannot be resisted. This is huge. Like AoE attacks, multi-hits. Oh, that's going to be so nice. Just stealing the enemy's buffs and cannot be resisted. Wearer's damage increased by 1% each time any other champion takes a turn when the wearer is under veil, perfect veil. So if the others are taking turns, they're faster than you, your damage is going to get boosted. But 1% seems very low. Even if you max this one out, how much damage is that going to mean? Anytime other champion takes a turn, even if you have your champion really slow, I mean, what is that gonna be? Where is that one? Oh, it's It's from this list. Stacks up to another 4% here. So 5% damage boost whenever others take turns. So if you have 4 or 5 champions taking turns before you, or multiple turns, well, you'll still have Veil or Perfect Veil. That's going to be huge. And you can stack it up to 30%. Very nice. Where's damage increased by 1% each time they place a debuff? That's great. This is by far the most insane one. This is the top for a 2-star. 1% each time they place a debuff. Stacks up to 30%. So that's insane. That's insane. That's 30% damage with no huge, requirements to actually apply this. So if I fully upgrade this, what happens? I want to see if the maximum stack changes. Honestly, if the maximum stack doesn't change, I don't care. And why am I saying this? All right, let's see. Fully maxed out. It seems none of the relics change in terms of what they do when they get fully stacked out. So even though now this one gets like you get more damage per time you place the debuffs. This is better for PvP situations where you don't have the chance to apply all those debuffs. But for PvE, it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, you'll stack this in 3 turns instead of 10 turns. But for a Hydra fight that goes on for an hour, you don't care. So you can leave this unleveled and use all that material for other stuff and still get a huge benefit out of it. So quite insane. So the wear deals 2% more damage if under any debuffs. That's okay. It's not gonna be that insane, but you do get a lot more damage here. 2% less damage if under any debuffs. That's good. Where heals and Terminator increase effects applied to allies are boosted by 15%. This is huge. So 15% and then another 15% here. So imagine boosting. I'm guessing this is not an additive buff and it's a multiplicative buff. So your 30% boost is not going to become 60% to your Terminator. So it's going to become 30% times 30%. So that's a 9% boost basically. So 39% boost. Hope the numbers didn't confuse you guys. But these 1-stars, that actually I like the 1-stars so much because there's a clear power difference on the mythical ones, right? It doesn't mean that the 1-stars are going to be useless. When you get the 1-stars, it's not like you won't equip them. You will equip them. And you are even going to be tempted to upgrade some of these to just make them better. I like all of these ones. The wear's defense increases by 1% for each ally under ally protection. That's nice. Wear has a 20% chance to deal 10% more damage when attacking. This gets boosted by another 30% chance. 50% chance to do this. It's okay, but look, the 1-stars, the reality with the 1-stars is that we'll still be using them, guys. We'll still be using them. I like it. This was the video, guys. You're just going through all the relics, just a small showcase with rotos as well. Thank you all for watching and subscribing to the channel. I'll be doing more videos once I get a little bit more time to my day. And I'll let you guys know when we start with the Chimera testing. I haven't done anything. I haven't watched any videos. I'm basically in the dark with Chimera. But it's also going to be live very soon. So might even just try it on the live servers instead. Thank you, guys. See you in the next one. See ya.